Sorry, yeah, oh yeah, we'll do that.
What's the 4 in the morning? Joe Biden.
And Grace Gifford was the childhood sweetheart and for a very short time the wife of a man called Joseph Mary Plunkett. Now Joseph Mary Plunkett was a poet and a patriot. He was the youngest of the signatories of the proclamation in 1916, and as one of the signatories, of course, he was sentenced to death along with the other rebels. And he was shot in Kilmainham jail here in Dublin on the 4th of May 1916 in the early hours of the morning. And a couple of hours before he was shot, Grace Gifford and a priest were brought into Kilmainham, and in the little chapel inside there, Joseph Plunkett and Grace got married. They were allowed about 15 minutes together under supervision after the ceremony, and that was all. That 15 minutes was all the married life they had together. That was it. If you ever visit Kilmainham jail, which is something I highly recommend everybody does at least once, there's a little plaque to the right of the altar as you look at it. And even though she was so young when all this happened, Grace never remarried, and she died in 1969, living with 2 other old ladies in Ranelagh in Dublin.
We were searching for them, my sister Jerry and I were searching for my father and mother. So I wasn't with my mother at the time that Joe was executed, and we only found my father in Richmond Barracks after efforts all over the place. We got word from my mother that she was in Mountjoy, and when she got into Mountjoy from Kilmainham, she thought she was in heaven. Kilmainham was such a frightful place to be in. So she was going through a bit of what Joe was suffering and what the others were suffering. So I suppose that was some consolation. But of course my father was in bits when Jerry and I found him in Richmond jail. He was sunk very low. But he had seen Joe, which was a great thing. he looked out his cell window, and Joe looked out his cell window, and they were close to each other. So they looked at each other for half an hour. Of course, everybody expected death, and my father expected death for himself and for Joe and for everybody. Perhaps even for his wife.
Did Grace think that Joe would not be shot?
Oh, I think she was quite certain he'd be shot. Nobody had any hope of anything else. But when she came in to tell us about the marriage, well, of course she knew that he was to be shot. But the next morning, news was put in the paper that he had got 3 years penal servitude. And she said, I can still hope. But he said, oh, Grace, don't hope. There's nothing to hope for. That can't be true. And Jerry wept and said, Joe couldn't go through 3 years penal servitude. Penal servitude was penal servitude then. And very tough. So it was better for him to die.
Misha Ada, sinne me nan challach fera. Mor ma glor, meid og cholin kroga. Mor ma nair, ma chlan hin de yela maher. Misha Ada, ugni me nan challach fera. I am Ireland.
This being a reading of the last statement of James Connolly, I quote, "To the Field General Court Martial held at Dublin Castle, May 9th, 1916, we went down to break the connection between this country and the British Empire and to establish an Irish Republic. We believe the call we then issued to the people of Ireland was a nobler call and a holier cause than any call issued to them during that World War or having any connection with the war. We succeeded in proving that Irish men are ready to die, endeavouring to win for Ireland those national rights which the British government has been asking them to die to win for Belgium. As long as that remains the case, the cause of Irish freedom is safe. Believing that the British government has no right in Ireland, never had any right in Ireland, and never can have any right in Ireland. The present generation of even a respectable minority willing to die to affirm that truth makes that government forever a usurpation and a crime against human progress. I personally thank God that I have lived to see the day when thousands of Irish men and boys and hundreds of Irish women and girls were ready to affirm and to attest to that truth with their lives if need be. Signed this day, 9th May, 1916. James Connolly, coming at you, Dublin Division, Army of the Irish Republic,
The anger of Bobby Chapman is captured in Dramati's own and raised.
it's a long way to Tipperary.
The following day, on our News at 1:30 programme, the Italian journalist described what he had seen on the streets of Derry.
I saw a man and his son crossing the street trying to escape with a handle on their head. They were shot dead. The man was shot dead. The son I think was dying. I saw a young fellow like the window crouching against the wall and was shouting, "Don't shoot, don't shoot." Paratrooper approached and shot him from about 1 yard. I saw a young boy of 15 protecting his girlfriend against the wall and then proceeding to try and rescue her by going out with a handkerchief and with the other hand on his head. Paratrooper approached, shot him from about 1 yard into the stomach and shot the girl in the arm. I saw a priest approaching a fallen boy in the middle of the square, trying to have him in the last 5 perhaps. And the arm, I saw a paratrooper kneel down and take aim at him and shoot at him. And the priest just got away by laying his flat on his belly. I saw a French colleague of mine who shouting, "Press, press," and raising high his arms, went into the middle to give help to a fallen person. And I saw again paratrooper standing by only by a fantastic acrobatic jump that this brother had he got away. I myself was shot at 5 times. I was at a 7-stage shield in the other window. I approached the window to take some pictures. 5 bullets went immediately through the window, and I don't know how it is.
He concluded.
I saw people crying, old men crying, members who had lost their friends of 14, 13, 15 years, crying and not understanding. It was the most unbelievable. I have traveled many countries, I've seen many civil wars and revolutions and wars. I've never seen such a cold-blooded man. Organized, disciplined, planned.
One young girl who saw a number of deaths was Geraldine Richmond. During the course of an interview for this programme at the time, she told Kevin O'Kelly about a double death close to where she was standing.
When we were in the water, we were about 5 Hail Marys, we flat man was leaving good chance he couldn't stay it no longer. Listening to Bella man screaming out him, so listening to Bella, he was screaming out him and dying, will somebody come and help me, will somebody come and help me? And he had a white handkerchief in his hand, and he held it up.
Just a quick in hand.
And we said, "They won't go because they'll shoot you too." And he says, "No, not if I have a white hanky, they won't shoot me." But he got shot through the head.
Gandhi was a man that led the Irish Citizen Army, and with Larkin, when I was a kid, Ireland being the only country where left-wing politics and the Catholic religion are inexplicably mixed, it may confuse you. It confuses us a lot more. In any event, I used to sell a missionary magazine called The Far East, which was sold for the purpose of converting the Chinese to Christianity. Personally, I think the Chinese are more Christian than the Chinese system of government is more Christian than the Irish. Get free hospital treatment. Now, I don't want free hospital treatment. I got to pay plenty of money for doing this sort of thing, for instance. But the Chinese, in my view, have a system of government whereby mothers are treated for free when they're having babies and things, which doesn't yet happen in all the Ireland. But I want to start off with something, I forget what I'm talking about. Well, oh yes, I was going to tell you, the GPO is the General Hospital, and it's a sacred place there because there was a head army in 1960, during the Easter Rising, which rising Lenin declared, off the record, I'm not smashed it, I'm not mentioning his name. He said numerous sensible things. One of them he said was, I call me said to abolish the village idiot. Another thing he said the Easter Rising, there was nothing wrong with the Easter Rising in Dublin, except there wasn't enough. It didn't happen in London, Berlin, Moscow, New York, and all the same at the time. And this man. But this aunt of mine climbed up, her husband was fighting, and she arrived outside the General Post Office, the English, with that sportsmanlike sort of chivalry that they would go in for, were shelling the GPO and Dublin at the Bay. And while the shells were landing, she went up and she said, I want to see my husband. Where is he? I said, go away, you'll be blown up, you'll be killed. And I want to see my husband anyway. So her husband really arrived. She said, will you throw us out a few pounds and a few postage stamps, nothing else. So I can buy food for my child. He says, go away, Maggie, and you'll be destroyed. Get out. Quick. There was a Tommy's lying all over the place and a few of our own shots there. And last year, I said, will you tell me one thing? Are you going to your work in the morning?
I am Ireland. I am Ireland. I am older than the old women of there. Great my glory, I that bore Hugh Hurrian the valiant. Great my shame, my own children have sold their mother. I am Ireland, I am lonelier than the old women of there.
40. School, shop, hotel, bank. Pub, gun, fork, foot, bottle. Red. Orange, death, crash, hotel, tank, black cat cat, shop, grave, foot, chair, ting ting ting. roll, face, crash, right, hotel, knife, face, crunch, white, crunch, fork, woman, citizen, flag, death, woman, black, boom blast boom. Boom blast boom. Boom blast boom. Shot. Rat tat tat. Fork. Road. Prod. Boom blast crash. Air. Manfar. Gun. Gun hotel. Car.
Give me a talk here, Arthur.